structure of skeletal muscle. So students, as you see in the diagram, this is simply the one skeletal muscle that connect with the bone with the help of tendons. So basically tendons is an attachment which connect muscles to the bone. When you see in a microscopic view that as it show in the diagram, it's also consist of a blood vessels as well, which provide nourishment to the muscles fibers. The outer layer of the muscles is called epimysium and the inner layer of the muscles is called perimysium. And as you see in the diagram, muscles consist of a muscles fiber, numerous muscles fiber. So the bundle of each muscle fiber is called fascicle. And as we all know that the skeletal muscles is basically composed of muscles fiber, and each muscles fiber is a single cylindrical cell, and within muscle fiber numerous thin thread like structure is present which is called myofibril. And as you can see in the diagram, each myofibril is 1 to 2 micrometer in diameter and the length ranges from 1 millimeter to 4 centimeter. Each bundle of myofibril is covered by a membrane that are called sarcolemma, and the cytoplasm of the myofibril called sarcoplasm with sarcoplasmic reticulum. The sarcolemma of muscle fibers form a hollow elongated tube which is called T-tubule or transverse tubule, in which basically the numerous myofibrils are present. And as you can see in the diagram, it is a skeletal muscles, so they have several nuclei as well. And when we talk about the myofibril is basically composed of two type of filaments which is known as myofilaments. Number 1 actin filaments and number 2 myosin filaments. And each bundle of myofibril is composed of collagen fibers and connective tissues as well. And at the end of this collagen and connective tissues they may form, and as we discuss that tendons is basically the attachment of muscles to the bone. Muscles to bone attachment is carried by tendons. Okay students, let's conclude the structure of skeletal muscles as we discussed in the diagram. The skeletal muscles or striated muscles show alternated light and dark region under microscope. The skeletal muscles is basically composed of muscles fibers, and each muscles fiber is basically cylindrical in shape, enclosed by a membrane called sarcolemma with several nuclei. And each sarcolemma penetrates deep into the cell to form a elongated tube-like structure called T-tubule or transverse tubule. And within muscles fiber, numerous thin thread-like structure is present, which is called myofibrils. Each myofibrils is 1 to 2 micrometer in diameter, run in parallel position, which is composed of two types of myofilaments. One is called actin and the other one is called myosin. The cytoplasm of the myofibril called sarcoplasm with sarcoplasmic reticulum range in length from 1 millimeter to 4 centimeter, and the range of the myofibril diameter from 10 to 100 micrometer. Each myofibril composed of collagen fibers and connective tissues, and at the end of the bundles of collagen and connective tissues form a tendons, And as we discussed, the tendons is the attachment of the muscles to the skeletal elements. Okay student, this is basically a simple microscopic view of the muscle fiber or myofibril. As we discussed in the previous slide that each myofibril consists of alternate dark and light band. So this regular alternation of light and dark band present called I band or A band, or you can also say thin band or thick band. So light band is also called I band or thin band, or dark band, as you can see in the diagram, is also called A band or thick filaments. And as you can see in the diagram, transverse middle of each I band a dark line is present, which is called Z line, and middle of each thick filament the dark line is present, which you may call M line. And within the A band a region is present which is called H band. H band is basically the zone of the thick filament that has no actin filaments. And when you can follow the I band, you can also see the A band as well. A band contains the entire length of a single thick filament. So students, let's conclude the microscopic view of the myofibril. It shows a regular alternation of light and dark bands present called I band and A band, or you may also call thin band or thick filaments. The transverse middle of each I band a dark line is present called Z line, and Z line extend in both directions from the center of sarcomere. Now the ultrastructure of skeletal muscles. Students, as you can see in the diagram, each myofibril consists of two filaments. Upper one show thick filament and the lower one show thin filament. Thick filament is 16 nanometer in diameter, while thin filament is 7 to 8 nanometer in diameter. The composition of thick filament is myosin protein, while the thin filament is composed of actin protein. And as you can see in the diagram, the actin and myosin filaments overlap each other, and the arrangement of actin and myosin filament result a number of other bands also being recognized, like H zone, A band, I band and Z line. And we have discussed these bands in the previous slide as well. Myosin and actin filaments constitute A band, and A band is anisotropic. What do you mean by anisotropic? Anisotropic means the band that can polarize the visual light. So in this whole structure of myofibril, only A band is the band which can polarize the visual light. And as you can see in the diagram, each actin filament composed of two different type of protein. One is called troponin and the other one is called tropomyosin. What is troponin? Troponin is basically a calcium regulatory protein for the calcium regulation of contractile function in skeletal muscles. And what is tropomyosin? Tropomyosin is an essential thin filament protein. The function is to regulate the muscle contraction and relaxation through the interaction with actin and myosin and the troponin complex. And students, remember one thing, troponin itself has three subunits: TNI, TNT and TNC. What is the function of TNI? It is basically an inhibitory subunit that bind to actin. What is TNT? TNT bind tropomyosin with actin. And TNC bind calcium ions. So both troponin and tropomyosin help to control the myosin actin interaction, which is involved in the contraction of skeletal muscles. Okay students, let's conclude the ultrastructure of skeletal muscles. Actin and myosin filaments overlap. Arrangement of actin and myosin filament result a number of other bands being recognized. Myosin and actin filament constitute the A band and they are anisotropic. Anisotropic means they can polarize the visual light. Actin filaments along with I band, they show the ability of polarization. Thick filaments is 16 nanometer in diameter and made up of myosin protein, while thin filaments is 7 to 8 nanometer in diameter and made up of actin protein. Thin filaments composed of tropomyosin and troponin. Tropomyosin block myosin binding site, while troponin have three polypeptide complex. One bind to actin, second bind to tropomyosin and third will bind to calcium ions. Both help to control myosin actin interaction involved in contraction of myofibril.